Hello and welcome to Kate and Kat's podcast. We run our podcast a little differently than most. Our podcasts are completely spirit-led, and we never know who we're going to have on or what's going to come up to heal. Every episode is a new adventure where we walk people through healing anything from spirit guides to past lives to inner child work, how the energies and trauma affect the mechanical workings of our physical bodies, and exploring time, space, and dimensions and how it's all happening now. This podcast is for beginners and experts alike. This can be considered explicit content to some, as we do not edit ourselves. Sometimes deep trauma work comes up unexpectedly. And also we cuss like sailors.
On this episode of Kate and Kat Live, we're having a discussion topic. This month's topic is victim versus empowerment. We go through so many examples of how absolutely nothing is out of reach or out of your control. That's how we both operate in our practice and in our day-to-day world. No matter who, what, where, why, how, absolutely nothing can disempower us. And we want you guys to be the same. Without further ado, if you love bad bitches, and that's your fucking problem, on with the podcast.
All right, guys. The discussion topic is victim versus empowerment. Kate Courtney says. And what this is about is how do you know if you're in victim mode or if you're in empowerment mode? And basically it's whenever you say can't a lot. I can't do this. Yes. There's all this stuff going on with the government.
I made the mistake of scrolling TikTok before our live. I say I'm not gonna, I don't say I'm not gonna do it. I say it's a mistake. And I did it anyway. And it was a story. I don't want to say what the story was. And it put me in my feels. And I cleaned off it. I was like, is this story even true? And it's like halfway. It's not exactly how it is. And everybody that, not everybody, there's a lot of people that follow us that are like reposting because they think that the only way that they can help. That's the thing, real quick. Your entire life, I don't care what culture, what society, what race, what ethnicity, what gender, anything, your entire life, you've been told, one, it's your job to do something, and two, you can't do very much. And three, you gotta hate the people that aren't doing what you're doing. Best example of that is recycling.
I was going to say Coca-Cola.
What are you going to say about Coca-Cola?
Oh, that they took away their recycling plant. They took away places to dispose of their stuff because it was whatever. And then whenever people were like, where the fuck do I put this? And it started getting everywhere. They were like, yeah, it's y'all's fault. So it's your fault. Look what you did. And then anybody that doesn't feel bad about it, fuck it. We're gonna invent a word. Litter bug. Those
Shame.
motherfuckers.
Shame. On that note, there is literally, and we've talked about this before, there are literally sea creatures that eat plastic. There are acids that naturally occur that eat metals. Everything that comes from the earth can also go back to the earth. Every single thing. But the stuff that you actually can do, they want you to focus on this. And it's an ever-growing problem that they keep creating that they want you to be responsible for that you can't be responsible for. Same thing with what's going on with government stuff everywhere, with everything. They want you to think that your only tool is, what's it called when you use your voice to
spread awareness.
Spread awareness. It's like, why are you making this post? To spread awareness. We need to spread awareness. We've got to spread awareness. You can do more than that. Spreading awareness doesn't do shit but spread fear. Fear without solution is not spreading awareness. Like, it's propaganda.
No solution means got 'em. What can you do about this?
And laced in all of that is they want all of us to hate each other.
Then we'll never talk. And we'll never be like, hey, are you experiencing this too every time you talk about such and such? Yeah, I am. I think that's weird. I think they're full of shit. And then you'll bounce ideas off of each other and learn what's actually going on. Okay, another example. Say at work, we're never gonna get, well, this company is failing, and then you go and you see that they're hiring. Government shut down, quote unquote. How are we gonna get approved? How are we gonna get approved to do anything? Passport. How am I gonna get a passport? They're still government workers. They still work. They are still there. Nothing's really changed except your mindset.
What I don't get, and I mean, I only live in one part of the country. Like, I know we can energetically look at stuff, right? And we can go places. But what I don't get is how, like, people, if they go to their gas station or their grocery store or go outside in traffic, how can they not see the difference of reality of what it's really like versus what's online?
Okay, I'll give you a perfect example of this because this drives me nuts. It's the same thing, but it's like something I see every day. Is they'll be like, women are like this, and guys, I work in a male-dominated industry, so it's in my face.
That's what she said.
Women only like men that, for example, have this type of car, and then you will go outside and see a bunch of men standing next to this car. The women will be passing it up. The women don't look when it revs its engine. That I don't understand. It's so blatant, and you're like, literally will happen right there. And it's the same thing. It's like everybody's losing their job to people that don't live here. They're immigrating.
When there was like the biggest scarcity of employment right after COVID happened, okay? It was like nobody was hiring. It was a big thing. It was a lot anybody was talking about. Kate and Shaden, her husband, moved to Florida. And they weren't hiring anywhere, yet both of them got a job within, 2-3 phone calls of something?
One phone call and no interview.
For both of them. One didn't even talk to anybody.
Same thing happened in 2008. Everybody, the big crash, whatever, and they were like, everybody is losing everything, and I got a second job. Okay,
so not talking about the people that are out there that are trying to get a job and cannot. This is about taking your life back. This is about, instead of outside circumstances, whether it's true or false or otherwise, being able to clear it, clean it, and get what you want and what you need. And we're not talking about like witchcraft. And the reason there's a difference between that is because witchcraft will work in a lot of circumstances, and it is taking your power back. And that's wonderful. Spell work, different religious practices, they can work. But you're giving up your energy to another power, and it's covering and it's masking. And when you go to heal it, when you finally are in a place where you're strong enough, it will mudslide down onto you and bury you alive, if not end you.
It creates a bubble.
It does not heal it. When you heal it, and we're not talking like go to therapy and talk, that kind of healing. We're talking about energetically go in to the different dimensional form, figure out the thing, move the fucking energy molecules, restructure it, heal it so it no longer affects you, and it goes away forever. Does not come back, does not pile up. We're not saying the things aren't very real in the way of, if you're in it and you're listening to it and you're watching it, it absolutely is real for you.
To you.
It's crumbling real. How the fuck do you get out of it? And again, on the other side of that, we're not talking about turning a blind eye or taking the higher road or not watching the news because you don't want to watch anything that's like sad. That's not what we're talking about either. We're talking about actual, honest, true, what the fuck is happening? What can I do about it? And doing it.
So I would say the biggest, like, strength or whatever you want to call this, the biggest thing that you can do is just stop in the moment, and zoom out and look around. That's it. Like, and you're like, yeah, I do that. I am looking around. And sometimes people's biases are so strong that they find it. They find the bias. It doesn't matter if it's actually there. They see what's in front of them and create a fantasy in their head. And be like, you see that over there? The way that woman looked at that car, it's because she loves that car. See, it does attract women. Instead of zooming out and being like, wow, no one has looked at this car. No one has looked at this car of mine. The men like it. I'm still using the example from the beginning, by the way, guys. And so the government thing, okay? Stepping back and being like, this is crazy. They're saying that everyone's losing their job to immigrants, to people that aren't in my country. But I've talked to this guy the other day, and he said he's from here. He said all of his coworkers are from here too. So like stepping outside of yourself at any time, at any means. Going back in your own head and being like, yeah, these prices haven't risen. I just went and bought this the other day.
Every single day. Well, I would say every single week from 2020 to 2022, someone in my comments would say, Kat, what do you think about us running out of food? I hear that we're running out of food. We're going to run out of food. And I was like, I worked in the food industry. Pretty fucking sure we still have a food waste problem here in America. We throw away food. What are you talking about, food going away? Can't you grow food? You can grow food. What are you talking about? Oh, it's going away. Says who? Who said so?
So, well, okay, so stepping back, and then who said this? Okay, so something I would hear from my non-chosen family a lot is this news station said it. Okay, this news station said it. All right, did we check another source? No. Okay, so this one person said it. Like, if you really just, no matter what, you want to hear it from somebody else. Okay, cool. And you think that this news station is better than this news station. What are they gaining from telling you this information? You really think they are doing it out of the kindness of their heart? They are reporting this news, and they might think that. These people that do it, they really might think that they are doing it to inform the people. Okay, what about your decision to watch it? What is this news station gaining from reporting this super important story?
This makes me go into, I know you're talking about the layers and zooming out of it, but like when we finally, and I say we collectively as in like the people that join TikTok, okay? When the people that like join TikTok, this group of people that I happen to be in, that you guys probably are too, because you're here on the live. But when they joined, it was very much a like, we don't really believe this stuff on the TV anymore. And like, we are looking for the truth. And we're looking to find out what's really going on and interconnect with people around the world and find community or laughter or whatever. Maybe not community at first. Maybe it was just entertainment and fun. And but then it became a thing where people who don't even have the resources, the people that are on TikTok, people that are just like you and me that think they know what they're talking about, have every good intention, think they're spreading awareness, or just like the news people, they want to be the first with the information and they don't fact check if it's right at all. And it's everywhere. People in weather events, people will play old footage of old storms because it's not even to get money. It's just because they want to be the one that has the inside information. They want to be the one that is known. So what do you do? How do you take your power back? I know you were going through the motions of it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not that Susan put like, or it's just another narrative. But that's like villainizing and like being a victim again in the sense of just having awareness of it and why are they doing it, which is what Kate was getting to with the news thing and what I was getting to with the things on TikTok. It's like, yeah, have discernment and have self-awareness, but it's not the big bad corporations and the big bad government and the big bad people with hundreds of thousands, if not millions, followers on TikTok. It's not them versus us, and that is a fucking issue.
And that's also victimizing yourself. Is them versus us mentality.
Or dark versus light, or good versus evil, or whatever the fuck. That's all victim mentality.
It's all hierarchical, which is also victim mentality, no matter which way you look at it. So if you're listening to someone on TikTok and they're saying blah, 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 event is happening, and let's say they go live or something like that, right? Then I ask myself, why am I seeing this? So let's say you're trying to heal up to that point to like get answers from your team, like accurate answers. You're trying to remove trauma, bias, and agenda. That's another big one, is removing trauma, bias, and agenda. Okay, so you're seeing this thing on your For You page. Why are you seeing it?
Why is it being sent to you? Why is your team sending it to you, or is someone else sending it to you? Why is it showing up on your For You page for you to see?
So you can go through, like in your head, is this for profit? Am I seeing chunks of these at a time? Why would my team be sending me a chunk of this at a time? Is this my team? Is this the algorithm? Are they trying to promote something? Okay, if you see like a bunch of those relationship videos and stuff like that, there's another example.
Like couples doing TikTok trends where they're like playing quiz games, or how well do you know me, or we listen and we don't judge, all of that stuff.
All that kind of shit. And then they'll be like, my husband got me these flowers and then waited on me, like one of those, a day in the life of XYZ. Why are you getting those posts? Do you tell TikTok or your team or anything like that you want to see this type of content? If it's absolutely absurd, if it's out of left field, is it promotion? Is it like promoting your sadness, if that makes any sense? Promoting your unhappiness. Why are you seeing this content? Is this something you need to heal?
It's not. It wouldn't be categorized as fear of missing out, because it's not selling the flowers or selling the tickets to the movie or there's no price tag attached to this. It is literally, you're not good enough to have someone do this for you. And
this is what it's supposed to look like.
And 9 times out of 10, it's not real.
No.
It's not actually happening.
That's why movies aren't real, 100% real. It's why shows aren't 100% real. It's all, in a way, not good versus evil, trying to sell you something.
Right now, one of the most popular things, and it could just be my For You page, again, whatever. I don't watch them all the way through, so I'm not telling the algorithm that I like it. Is cheating. Caught them cheating, I know why it's showing up on mine, but I'm not affected by it. I'm not pulled by it. It wants me to be because of the reason. So going back to what Kate was talking about, why are these things? Do you want to look at like why those videos are being shown on yours and walk through it, or like as an example?
Oh yeah, sure. Okay, so I'll go to I don't ever get those. I don't ever get my husband sends me blah 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 blah.
Do you want to look at mine then?
Okay.
Since it's coming up for mine.
Okay.
Okay. So I get female cheating stories, male cheating stories, non-binary cheating stories, all of them that you can imagine. Not all the time. I'm not on TikTok that much. So it probably maybe like once a week, maybe once every 3 or 4 days, whatever the fuck. So for not being on there that much, that's a lot. So I know, but if I didn't know why, it was showing up on my For You page, and I thought that my team was sending me this message. I thought they were shooting it to my For You page because I have my For You page set up for messages for me. And I'm in it and I'm looking at it. So walk me through as someone who doesn't know what it is.
Okay. And what, like we're in a session or something? Like,
yeah.
Hey, okay. So Kat says, what's really weird is like I keep getting these cheating things on my For You page.
Is my team trying to tell me that my partner's cheating on me? Because it's all the time. They're sending it to me all the time.
Okay. My first thing would be, are you getting this anywhere else?
Oh, what do you mean?
So it's coming up on your For You page. Are they telling you in any other avenue that this is happening? Are they sending you like weird circles around apps and you're channeling? Like, are you seeing their phone screen and there's like smoky circles around apps and stuff like that?
No, I mean, I'm not a seer, I'm a feeler, but no.
Are you getting songs in your head or anything like that?
Not about cheating.
Huh. Okay. Is there any other avenue that you might have set up? So you're a feeler. What happens when you see these videos in your body?
Well, okay, to be fair, it's hard for me to answer that because I don't I know what it is. So I'm trying to answer as a client that doesn't know, and that's difficult for me.
Oh, okay. You know what? It might be something like I'm trying to find someone in the crowd.
When my partner has something that he is embarrassed about or doesn't want to talk about or whatever, I usually like my nose will get runny or have some slight allergies or sniffling or something like that. And I know that there's something that he's not talking about.
Are we going into a different subject?
No, it's the same subject.
Oh, okay.
I just that's like, what do I feel in my body when I really do, like in the different channeling? It's that. But like when the videos show up, I don't have any feeling in my body.
Okay. So your body's pretty set up to have a sign or a signal if something's happening, and you're saying that the sign or the signal is not actually happening, but you're getting these videos on your For You page. Okay. So not feeling anything, nothing set up. Do you have any other? Have you ever suspected? Has he ever in the past? Nothing like that. So what would you be gaining out of getting these videos? A sign or a signal that you don't have set up?
I don't know what you mean by that.
What would be the reasoning what would you be gaining? Like, okay, let's say that you got these videos and
If I believed it,
Mhm.
then I would end the relationship and kick him out. Be done with it, because I don't put up with anything anymore.
Okay.
From anybody.
Okay. So that would be the quote unquote goal if this were propaganda, if this were not real. But if it were real, you would get a sign and a signal.
Okay.
So
when you're walking yourself through this kind of situation, because you're not on a session with us, right? Or you're talking to a friend even, and your friend has a lot of advice. You should be able to not be afraid to ask yourself those questions or talk to your friend about those questions and run through the checks and balances of the things that you have set up or not. Does that make sense?
are you talking to me? Or
just in general.
okay.
Hi. You should be able to logically pull yourself out of the fucking spaghetti, is what we call it. It's like a bowl of spaghetti, and you wiggle and wiggle and wiggle, and you drown in it. And it's really difficult when you're in it because you believe the intrusive thoughts. You believe what you see and hear so clearly that it's really difficult for you to pull out and take your emotions out of it and actually look at, even if you have to take a pen and paper and write it down and be like, okay, so what is my normal sign for if this is real? This would happen. What else do I have set up for this? This and this. Okay. All right. So none of those are happening. Right now, it's just the thing I heard on TikTok. Okay. I know from Kate and Kat that I can release soul fragments with this to see if it's true. Oh, I feel soul fragments, whether it's true or false. So now what do? Clean off your connection to source. Clean off your connection to source. Remove your own human bias and agenda from it. And try the soul fragment thing again. If you still don't trust yourself, go to ask to see where the fuck it is. Is it really happening? So if I'm spinning out or whatever, and I've done all of those things, and I'm getting from my pen and paper that my partner isn't actually cheating, even though I'm getting bombarded with these videos, and I can't logically, because I'm emotionally in it, realize that if you watch those videos all the way through, you're going to get more of those fucking videos, because that's the algorithm, because it knows that that's what you're afraid of, you're interested in, so it shoots you more. But if you can't pull out of that and you think it's your team trying to tell you something, or your dreams trying to tell you something, and you logically are like, no, it's not happening, but I still feel like it's true, then ask to fucking go where it's happening. I would say, go ahead.
Oh, I'm going to give an example. One time I woke up in the morning and I was like, this person is selling my underwear. I could not get out of that this person was selling my underwear. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? Like, I'm sure. And so I went up to them and I was like, are you selling my underwear? And they were like, what the fuck are you talking about, darling? I don't understand. And I was like, I think I'm getting that you are. Like, and then he was like, no, I'm not. Like, who am I selling him to? And he was asking me all these questions, and I was like, I don't know. And then it turns out it was a past life, and he was my little brother, and I was his big sister, and he absolutely sold my underwear. It was like 1800s, whatever, England. It was great. That's it. That's all.
They didn't wear a lot back then. So,
I know. It was the brooches or whatever.
I mean, they wore a lot, but they didn't wear a lot of undergarments.
Whatever was touching me. It was so good. Anyway, yeah. So, is it happening now? Is it happening in the past life?
That's the thing. You can go ask to see where it's happening. You can go And if there isn't anything, you will not see anything. You will not go anywhere. And if there is, you figure out where the fuck it's happening. And you're like, oh, okay. Earlier today, I was so nauseous. I was laying down and I was covered. I was burning up and I was like, I just feel really sick. I just need to lay down. And there was some weird stuff going on where it felt like it wasn't a cheating thing. It was something else. And it felt like Ben was like, it's all ruined and it's all my fault. Mind you, there was nothing actually really happening. I mean, I'm talking about like, I don't even know what was happening that it was like, oh, his little headlight that he has, it was actually Jay's, and he found it because it was laying around the house. And so he was wearing it, and I was just like, hey, because Jay was up in the room, my middle child, and was like, hey, I've been looking for that. He wasn't looking for it, but you know what I mean, because that's what he would say. He's like, that's mine. I got that at blah, blah, blah. And Ben was like, oh, here you go. And so I was like, because I had stuff all over me, I was like, you took that? You took that even though it wasn't yours? And it was like, he needs to leave. We need to break up. He's gotta go. He can't be honest. He can't whatever. And it was like, what the fuck? So anyway, I'm laying there covered in this and I'm like feeling nauseous and I'm like, I don't want anything to do with him. I don't want him to, he's just a liar. It was crazy. It was fucking Spider-Man had venom on him. And that was the past life.
Oh, okay. I was like, we all watching a show? Like, oh,
sorry, no, okay. No. The bleed over from the oversoul that Ben is a part of, which is Spider-Man, had venom on him. And when he got venom on him, he ruined everything.
How did y'all figure that out?
I was laying there, first of all, went to the most impactful point on my own because I wasn't going to do shit with him.
Bro.
It was black and tarry and all over me. I had been calling Spawn for the past week Venom on accident. So that was a clue. When you say the wrong thing, that means it's starting to come up. It's a channeled message. And then I was like, hey, Ben, when Spider-Man got venom on him, what happened? And he was like, oh, he just became a total dick, a total asshole. And I was like, what happened to the girl? And he was like he pushed her away. And he just became an asshole. And I was like, did she die? And he's like, no, I don't think so. And I was like, okay, because I felt like I was dying. And I was like, and then in my head, I went to the earliest point I could heal about it. And I was like, this is tar-like substance. Let me pour MEK on it, which is not what I needed to do because venom is an alien. It's its own like living thing. It's not trauma gunk. So it's just from another fucking universe, whatever. Anyway, so I was like, oh, that's right. I'm villainizing it. Still scrunched up, burning up, like, oh, fuck, I'm villainizing this thing. And I'm like, okay, let me open safe exit portals and send it back to its rightful owner in the correct dimensional form and anchor it back in. Everything lifted. It just nothing happened. Like it lifted completely. And then I merged in with that version of me and I was just like, hey, Ben, can you merge in with that version of you? And we exchanged our own information with those parts of our oversoul. And then closed up timelines and dead timelines and merged everything and aligned everything. And then I was okay. But it was, I thought the world was ending. It was really bad. I thought our relationship was over because of a headlamp.
What time did this start happening?
When you were in the shower. Okay. When you texted me that you were getting in the shower. There was something that happened like right before that, but I can't remember what it was, and the headlamp was the second thing.
Okay, at like this morning, I saw Ben in the stairwell after coming out of my office, and
they work at the same place.
Yes, there's a stairwell in our house that we just happened to see.
No.
I couldn't stop looking at him like he was a different person. So now that you said that the venom thing, it makes sense. I was like, I could not fucking figure it out.
These bleed overs of past lives will come out of nowhere. They happen when that version of you is going through it in that other dimension. And they fucking feel like it's happening right now. God dang, it fucks you up. It fucks you up.
That's crazy.
I don't know how people live their life not knowing how to do what we are able to do. Like, be able to pull out of it, zoom out of it, and see 99% of the world's problem is literally because there's trauma, bleed overs from everywhere. Like, when witch talk hates each other, it's because they're fighting in different lifetimes. And instead of healing it, they just keep fighting. Because when you get that stuff on you, you're like, no, fuck you. I don't want to heal it. Fuck you.
Fucking today, at work, I stepped in the middle of some bullshit. There were two people that worked in stores. It was materials, by the way, guys. That it's in a warehouse. And I stepped in, and I was like, hey, why are these doors open? Well, one of the people was like, come here, Kate, you'll never believe this. She wants the door open, and your inspector, he closed it. And I was like, yes, it's federal regulation to close the blast door. She wanted it open, and I told her not to, and she just keeps putting it open. And I'm like, I will talk to her.
That much of a reaction is absolutely a bleed over.
Bleed over.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Like,
example.
What?
Oh, go ahead. Example of a bleed over that I had. I could not talk about bathroom humor my entire life. I couldn't talk about going to the bathroom, doing a number two. I could not say the word fart. I had to say flagellants. I couldn't be around. Cards Against Humanity, I could not play because the very first rule was the first person that to go is the person who took a shit last. And I was like, this is vulgar. This is horrible. Sex jokes? Sure. All day. All day, all long, if you know what I'm saying. But bathroom jokes, I fucking could not stomach them. And so Kate and I went and looked at it. You know when they brought the outhouses indoors and the wood would get really rotted and there wasn't plumbing, it was still shooting out to the street, basically? I fell in one of those in a past life and suffocated in feces. That's how I died. Nothing fucking funny about bathroom humor to me.
That's terrible.
It was a shitty way to die. Fucking horrible. Fucking horrible. But it was so real to me. So, like, again, these other, like, these TikToks that show up, besides that kind of stuff, where it's like do you know that trend? You probably don't. There's a trend. It's a minor one. I've seen 2 videos of it, so I don't know how big of a trend it is. But it's like putting the phone in front of you, in front of your mother, like she's in the room, and you just say, "I look really pretty today," and see what she says.
I bet that goes horribly.
Yes. So there's a lot of the moms that there's some that, are like, of course you are. You are fucking gorgeous. Duh. Like, every day. The majority, it's like, or don't say that. Or don't do that. You're not vain. Don't do that on camera. Don't whatever. You're not posting that, are you? You're whatever. And of course, the comments are filled with, like, judgment on the mom or judgment on the daughter or judgment on whoever. And that's the point of it, is to be like, look how shitty my life is. I want everybody to see it and to judge. That's not looking at what the trauma that the mom has. She does need to heal it, but the daughter's not really doing anything about it either. And the daughter is showing all of that too. It's just
which takes away both of their powers. And by blaming and judging and being a part of all that, you are becoming a victim yourself and not empowering yourself by stepping back and seeing what everyone's going through.
But I mean, there's to a point though, because again, if someone has abused you, you could look at their backstory and see why they abused you, but also you need to realize that they had the opportunity to step up and heal, and they chose not to. Everybody has the opportunity to heal themselves and have accountability. So there's that too. There's understanding of where it came from, and also understanding that you step up and heal your shit. They're not a victim. Don't victimize them either. It's an understanding and awareness, and then what are you going to do about it? The bathroom thing I mentioned earlier, I just thought it was a weird, quirky thing of mine. Just a weird, quirky thing that I didn't talk about bathroom stuff. And it was just a thing, that's just, Kat just doesn't like that. That's fine. I didn't realize it was a traumatic past life. And I don't think most people do realize.
No.
They just think it's a victim of circumstance. It's the cards they were dealt. They don't look any further into it.
And how many people say that I don't have any trauma to heal?
Many people.
Yeah, I would say the majority are like, I don't know, I just do this weird thing where I pick my skin off. I don't have any trauma. But just, nobody goes any farther into it. And then it builds.
And then they label it. Instead, if they do look into it, they just slap a label on it. Well, I'm this and I'm that and I'm the other thing. I'm ADHD. I'm a daughter of an alcoholic, a daughter of divorcee. I'm a youngest born. I'm a Taurus. I'm a generator, human design.
Yeah.
I'm neurodivergent. So what do you expect from me?
I'm just a girl. I'm just a boy.
So what do you expect from me?
That's just how boys are. That's just how girls are. Men, just that. Labels instead of looking deeper.
And figuring it out. Is this actually part of your core system, or is this something that you can heal to better yourself and not be tied down by it? I didn't think that I would be anything other than, I don't know, I wanted to be a manager in Olive Garden. That was a thing for me for a while. And I didn't think I was good enough to do that. I thought I had to prove myself, prove my worth. And actually, in the Darden Corporation, the opposite is true. Like, if you don't give a fuck about it, you get promoted. But I was like, I'm going to prove my fucking worth. I'm going to prove it to who? Once I figured out that I was trying to prove my worth to people, I was like so free from it. And then I wasn't a victim to trying to prove my worth anymore. I was actually like able to do whatever. I don't know. It's like the Kate phrase now, which is heal yourself, heal the world.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean by that?
Okay. So I'll give you an example of my favorite thing. One of my favorite things that Kat says is people soup. I think it's the funniest fucking thing. And so I exist in people soup at work. So I will see things like, hey, I need you to remove the seats from this aircraft because they are not airworthy. And I'm just asking them to do a process. And they will
not
take it.
Not airworthy doesn't mean that it's like torn to shreds or missing a bolt or scary like that. It means that it needs to be inspected. There's certifications that need to be signed off. There's a lot of stuff.
Yes. So nothing scary about this. So remove your trauma, bias, and agenda. Heal yourself, heal the world. Anyway, so I'll say something like that.
There's a lot of checks and balances that need to go in to make something airworthy, and it's not about what it looks like structurally or how well it was built or by who. It is literally like there's a lot of checks and balances.
So if I say that to this, let's say a manager of this project, and they get upset and they'll cry, and me being on this end that is healed, I can see why they are upset. I can see why they would be upset. I can see how it would be upsetting. So I've healed myself. Therefore, me as healed Kate can go, hey, this is not personal. And I can show them the paperwork. This is why it is not airworthy. This is why it is, I cannot allow it on the aircraft. I have to do this process, this process, this process, then it can go on the aircraft. Please remove this from the aircraft, and I can do this, this, this. It will be airworthy. Now,
So she's not taking his meltdown as a personal attack. She's not up in her feels about this person's emotions, that person's emotions. She's not taking it as like they think that she's a piece of shit. None of that. She has healed those thoughts. She's healed that intrusive part of her. So now she can handle it as a stable individual in that situation.
So let's say it's two unhealed people talking about this. Hey, you need to take those seats off the aircraft. To the manager. Manager says, why don't you inspect them on the aircraft? Unhealed person says, because I said so. Take them off the aircraft. This is a very real conversation. Manager says,
her role as the legal representative to make sure that this shit is good for the safety and sanctity and security of everyone who flies an aircraft, it got done. And then the two people that were unhealed, more than that, in that situation, got a little silly after, and they got a little perspective, and they pulled back, and they had to look at their own shit. And there was another battle after that. There was another, like, putting her in the corner and yelling at her because they realized they fucked up. They realized they were a big baby. And so they tried to put it on her because, again, unhealed, and she has healed. So she is just kind of like,
yeah, this and this happened. And then what about this thing? Well, yeah, and then this and this happened too. And then what about this? It went on probably for about 20 minutes of things that didn't even pertain to the seats that they brought up because something was going to be wrong, and it wasn't. Literally, heal yourself, heal the world. When you do stuff like that, like Kat was saying, it makes them jump back and look at themselves. And what happens when you're forced to look at yourself, you're forced to do something about it. That's still healing, growing, learning. So, heal yourself so much towards nothing, and then the people that are doing something look silly as fuck.
Yeah, absolutely look silly as fuck. I used to use the analogy of like a traumatic event happens and it makes you like you're so covered in shit or whatever, some energetic, like you're mad, just emotional, regular, like I don't know, fucking someone cut you off in traffic. And they drive the same kind of car as your older brother, and he's a dick, so they must be a dick because they drive that same fucking car. And now I'm thinking of all the times that my older brother, I don't have an older brother, by the way. I'm thinking of all the times my older brother was a complete and total fucking asshole. And then I get home and someone comes and they're just like, no. And then I get home and nobody greets me at the door. And they're an asshole too. And then I go to have a drink of water, and the filter needs to be changed in the water, and there's no ice. The ice machine's broken, and motherfuckers everywhere. That's not a very conducive environment, and that leads to other people getting mad and more trauma blow up and more trauma exploding everywhere. And that is the opposite of heal yourself, heal the world. That is letting trauma and stuff and victim mentality consume you of how much other people are at fault for your existence. The filter's an inanimate object, but all of a sudden it got brought into this. But you can't blame the filter. So you did it. You didn't change the filter. And it's like, you were going to order it, sweetie. You didn't write me a note.
No matter what, it's going to be their fault. I've done that.
When you had stuff on you?
Yes. So
yes.
It's okay, so that's another thing too, the victim versus empowerment. It still happens every once in a while whenever someone else's shit gets on you and it explodes.
I was gonna break up with Ben today because of a headlamp. I really like him. I don't want to break up with him. In the moment,
I really like him.
You. If I have to choose between me and my kid, you're out of here.
Healed it.
Just kidding. It's all better now.
But that's another thing, is stepping back and realizing enough to know that, that we had stuff on us. That too, that's another heal yourself, heal the world. Did you walk into a grocery store and all of a sudden you fucking hate your car? That's probably an explosion of the grocery store.
It's being able to, heal yourself so much that when those things happen, they're easily taken care of, and you're not the victim anymore. You can be empowered in it. I was going to say something else too, and I'm sure you were too. I lost it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, easily detectable too, Kiyomi said.
Easier. Oh, one of the things that really sucks, and wanting the other people in your life to heal also, is because it still feels like shit. I still have to look at this. I have healed many layers of this, but it still feels like shit to have those explosions and apologize. I can tell them exactly what happened, why it happened, where the energy was, how it got on me, but I still hurt them. I still yelled. I still exploded. And I don't want to make excuses for my actions. I don't want that victim of like, this thing happened to me and I exploded. Yes, I was able to heal it. Yes, I was able to work it out. Yes, I'm so sorry. This is what happened and why. I still am working every day to look at, one, why I feel so shitty about that, and two, why stuff is still able to get into our shielding with as much fucking shielding as we have set up. And when I tell you we look at this probably daily, if not weekly, and unfortunately when it's really big shit like that and we can't get to the bottom of it right away, it's something really minuscule and stupid and right in our faces that
copy and paste the outside shielding to the inside shielding. Conducive. Because because it comes from within, and I was like, well, what if we create a shielding within?
Oh, because of the trauma, because it hits the root.
The bleed overs, and it's us. Girl.
And when it's big stuff like that, it's gonna be like, it's gonna come up during a conversation. I just know it. Secure that down. Copy and paste that to all forms and versions to me everywhere, conducive to what is needed. Can you say it again for the people who were listening?
So, Spirit, if it's in my highest good, please copy and paste my outside shielding to my inside shielding.
My healed outside shielding.
My healed outside shielding. For
other people
shielding.
Listening.
Oh. To my inside shielding.
Conducive to what is needed.
Speed that up, push it forward, ripple it outward, secure this down. Close up / shine offs and closing statements. And then Kat said, like, if you want to do it please copy and paste this to all forms and versions of you that need it, throughout time, space in between, all dimensions and forms, up, down, left, right, side to side, front to back, conducive to what they each need.
I'm really excited.
Brain aneurysm healing for this too.
I'm really excited for that. I also have another pattern. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
It's making my head cold, feeling like it's foaming on the inside.
Hell yeah. Sorry, speed it up.
Speed this up.
Is this a concern? No. That's great.
That looks so good, Kate. Good job.
I had a thing, and I did break contracts with it a long time ago, but I did have a thing where I would tell you guys a new thing that I had learned or a new thing that I did or something to, like, I would break down an explanation of something, whether it was my website, a healing or whatever. And then as soon as I told you guys how to do it or how to work it, I would change it. And that kind of feels like what this happened. We're like, yeah, all these things so you can tell what it is, blah, blah, blah. And then right at the end, we're like, just kidding, not anymore. Ha ha ha. We changed it.
It's so people can build up to it, I guess, because it's still going to happen.
Okay.
It's still like, so I want to make a video after this.
Oh, you mean like when they watch it, like when they, like later on or when, before they get the awareness?
Yes. It's still going to happen. And that way it can like draw them to it of like, oh, fuck, it is happening like, to me.
Perspectives.
And clarity and understanding.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not like it's going to go away. It's very there.
Okay. Oh, also, real quick, when I went into talking about like how we used to post about how much we were healing and stuff, if there's world events and we're healing it, we tell you guys about it. So if you're freaking out and you can't pull yourself out of it and use the different, we'd rather you do it yourself. We'd rather you be empowered, but go look at our pages. Are we talking about it or are we not talking about it? If we're not talking about it, it's not as prevalent as it's said. And then look for yourself. That's just like a thing. Love you guys. Thank you guys. Love you, Kate.
Thank you. Love you. And everybody, don't forget to disconnect and do the close up / sign offs and closing statements on Kat's page or my page. And disconnect.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
To book a dual session with Kate and Kat, visit either of our websites listed in the description of this video. For a spirit guide reading, you can book with Captain Kate at www.captainkate.com. For a one-on-one trauma healing session with Cat and Boots, you can visit www.catandboots138.com.